Hey folks, what's up, iyatee? So we're going to make another point here. What I have here is, it looks like Rainy Buttes, but it's not. It's porcelainite. And I'm going to see if I can do something with it. I really like fog napping this porcelainite. It shows flake scars really well. I was looking at the book there at points that could have been made from this, and I got to looking at the Cody knives. I know I've never made a Cody knife. Oh, come on. And I haven't percussion napped a lot of this. I'm already messing it up. Getting a lot of crushed edges. I'm looking at a picture here. Some of them are pretty rough. So apparently they weren't all really well made. What in the world I gotta do to keep from crushing the edges? Finer abrader. The ones in the book don't look like they're very big either. Those aren't set at half size. I think those are, doesn't say that, so that's the actual size of them. They weren't very big. If you guys have been following along my videos, you know I'm on the struggle bus to make a aging point, one that I really like. Take a few indirect strikes, try and straighten it out some, and then see what happens from there. I wasn't expecting all the crushing that I'm getting. Maybe I need to look that up, or maybe it's too rough. I don't think it is, though. I really don't. Seems like it just doesn't like that coarse abrader. It seems like it's doing just fine with this, using this abrader. If you are watching all my videos, man, I sure appreciate it. I really do. And everyone who hits that like and subscribe button and stuff, I do really appreciate that. And everyone that goes to the website and makes all my nonsense possible. You guys are awesome. Awesome sauce for sure. People cruising by on golf carts. Thought we were heading home tomorrow, but actually we got another day, so that's great. I told my wife I'm probably not going to be ready to go home then either. I forgot how much I enjoyed being out here. It's been so long since we've been out. Okay. I think most of the, let's see, Canada, well, I guess Canada, Colorado, North Dakota, Canada, and Yuma, Colorado. So these were used in a few different places, and this material is something that I believe was probably used. It's definitely material from that area, that region. Got a mess right there. Let's see, where's my pencil at? I really need my pencil. Alright, I need to trim this back here and start getting it in the shape that I need it in. Like I said, I've never made one of these before. Just Just looking at the picture in the caveman book. The caveman book that I always use is, now some of these got a drop tip. I'm gonna have to remember that this stuff don't really care much for the coarse braider at all. Coarse braiders are great for turning edges fast, and I love them for that. But they don't do a real great job on a lot of materials of preparing the edge well. Go through and get these edges straightened up and figure out where we're at. Okay, so I only got 13 minutes in and my phone overheated again. So I'm not sure if this is going to work out or not. Let's see here. I guess we'll find out. I don't think I lost anything. The only reason I really knew that it happened is because my monitor quit. Otherwise I would have had no idea. And we would have finished this and I would have went, where's my video? Yoder wearing that golf cart. I don't even know how I came across or got to doing this Cody knife. I was just flipping through the book and went, let's make that. And there goes the golf cart again. Everyone else is walking around the loop. My wife just got back from a walk around the loop, which is about a mile or so. And maybe a little more. Just went and walked our little dog around there. And these two women are just cruising back and forth on a go-kart. Out for a stroll. This out. I am trying to pay a little more closer attention to the monitor, make sure I'm not overheated and stop working again. So that's probably good. I'm so concerned with that though, I think I've got to even this thing out some. starting to get there, but it's a little rougher than I might want. I don't know why the first time I make something I try to video it. I seem to do that to myself. Doggone it, come on now. That should be traveling in there, and it is not. That should not have stopped right there. Doggone it, man. It just doesn't want to flake into that. I'm not sure why not. So, still a mess. Maybe a worse mess now than it just was. And I still got this mess right here that needs to come off. This is my only shot in at this. That I can see at the moment. I do wish I had one of my smaller indirect sticks. Didn't work. Went into it and stopped. Right there. Let's see if we can push it off. And the struggle bus continues today. And today on the Struggle Bus channel. Ooh, that dude is tough, man. Good night. You would think that would just peel right off there. Right? But plenty to hook onto. Knock the top of it down just a little bit. There we go. We got a piece of it. Still looks like hell, though. I mean, that is one rough looking dude right there. I mean, it's it's okay on the thinness, I suppose, for a knife. But the surface isn't very clean at all. I'm gonna bop it with this. I think it's just going to have a rough surface. That's what I'm thinking. I don't like that, obviously, but
every time I go over, you stop. Yes, you stop. You stop. Okay, watch. I'm going to get in front of you and you're going to stop. Yes.
I usually bring some arrowheads and give them away to the kids in the campground, but didn't do that this time. Good night. That is a big deal right there. Alright, so I'm going to pressure flake I'm going to take some pressure flakes in this way. All I can do is try to clean it up some, because I'm never going to get all that out. I just can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. I don't know if I could film out, if I got enough light to film out here at night or not. Took a chip out of it. It's not helpful doing that either. Seems like my best choice to get that out is to shrinking it, trying to get it straightened up. We're still plenty big enough though for the examples I see in the book. We're still bigger than the biggest example in there, I believe. Just something about that metal that just another material. I think I could get underneath that. Oh, I did get underneath some of it. Okay, we got some of it. Sweet. Nice. Got a bunch of that off. And porcelainite definitely does not like that coarse braider, not one bit. Yeah, my phone's still recording, that's good. be honest with you, I don't know that I've ever seen the Cody knife napped. I'm sure I have. I'm sure Crafty has a video on it. And seeing as how I've seen all of his videos except for the most recent stuff, and that's only because he's on, it's like the Crafty channel 24/7 these days. He's on all the time. I can't keep up. But when I start working in a leather shop again, maybe I get to watch some of those. All right. Yeah, I thought I did that last overhead, that corner notch. Pink back that corner notch in like 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Fastest video ever done. And I forgot that the phone overheated and there was a second part to it. Put these other glasses on. I got some, these are actually 2.5 power. Which is less than what you're seeing in the camera right now. Didn't get to see my granddaughters on 4th of July. But I heard they might be coming out tomorrow. So we'll see. They went over to the rodeo instead of coming out here. My granddaughter Braley, they're all rodeo nuts and love horses and all that. Braley, she's seen him at the rodeo. This girl trick riding at the rodeo, and she'd throw one leg over on the horse and throw the other leg over and all that kind of stuff. She comes in the house, she tells my wife, she says, "You want to see something magical?" Of course, my wife said, "Yes, absolutely I do." And she takes her outside, and she was doing that trick on her bicycle. She said it's magical. Seen him do it at the rodeo. Someday she'll probably be Doing that off the back of a horse. We'll take a look in the book here in a bit. This tip needs to turn up more. I don't mind the drop tip, but I don't want it dropping that low. That's got a better shape to it, I think. By the looks of those things, they were sharp top and bottom. Some of them made out of knife, a lot of them made out of Knife River. Looks like most of them are. I don't have any Knife River, so. I have to admit, it does look better than I thought it was going to here 20 minutes ago. I mean, it's got some rough spots in it, but I started setting myself up for that from the very beginning, because I was braiding with that coarse braider, not touching it up with the white one, and it just didn't like that. By the time I'd caught on to that and the crushing that was happening, I'd already made a couple messes that then had to be fixed. And the material being what it is, it wasn't that forgiving to fix those mistakes, but still. So this little thing here, some of them are angled, some of them aren't. We're going to angle this one. Out of frame. Other than the couple of rough spots, I mean, it is fairly even, so steel. But the surface ain't real clean. Alright, well, here's the book. There's not a lot of examples. This is them. We're definitely in the size realm, maybe even a little bit. Northern Plain states, medium to large size asymmetrical blade with 1 or 2 shoulders and a medium to short stem. Alright. I need to back this out. Sorry about that. Stem edges are ground on early examples made by the Cody complex people who made Scott's Bluff points. Flaking is similar to the Scott's Bluff type, so we definitely do not have Scott's Bluff type flaking on there, and there's no way that I can get that. I could clean this up some more, but then we'd shrink, and I mean, this looks like it got some Scott's Bluff flaking, but that sure isn't. Neither's this and neither's that. So they had that flaking on the best examples, which my guess is on a lot of this stuff is that yeah, the Scotch Bluffs were beautifully flaked on the best examples from the best material. I don't believe they were all that way, and this definitely isn't. There's no way I can get that, not out of this material. I'm wondering if I can pressure flake some of that off. There's no way to pressure flake this off. I just can't get there. But I could probably take that off. Let's try that. Alright, let's set this book down. And get after this with a pressure flaker one more time. I got something on the side of me here, so it makes it tough to spin this. Spin this rod to sharpen it. All right. Come on now. That's actually a little better. There we go. Nice. That's much better. Much more better. Your eyes ready to give up on it. That's a lot better than it was. Doggone stem is. That is a lot better. This isn't, but that's better. That thinned that way out. Way out. It's much cleaner now. Sweet. I'm actually pretty happy with that now. Yeah, that's not a bad looking little blade now. I'm okay with it. The stem does look, I don't know, it doesn't look terribly long, but it is a little bit long. I think I'll put a little bit of angle right here too. Because I think that looks a little closer to what I'm wanting to see. I actually didn't know it was the same people making Scotts Bluffs that were making these. They must have had the drunk guy in the corner making these by the looks of the book. I did say the stems are round. Which makes sense because you got to haft it somehow. If you're gonna haft it. So there's our Cody knife. It's getting dark out here, but you guys can still see that. So I don't know, it came out alright. Don't look exactly like the samples, I guess, but I mean, none of them, there isn't two alike. So my guess is they had to, I mean, by the looks of some of these here, of course that has edge damage and stuff, but I don't know. I think that they had drunk Steve out in the corner of the cornfield making these, but because they sure don't look as pretty as the other ones that culture was making. Pretty cool. There is an angle on a lot of these. That one doesn't have an angle, but that one's upside down. Look at it better that way. But actually that one has an angle going up that direction also, so does this one. So maybe that was a thing. They all look like they have an angle, so maybe I should put a little bit of an angle on this. That's it. That's our Cody knife. Appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping. It came out a lot cleaner than what I thought it was going to. That last row of pressure flakes really helped it out, and we're in the size realm for sure. And I don't know if they were actually made of this material, but this material's from that area, so I'd imagine there probably was some made from it, unless they just had an endless supply of Knife River, because Knife River can be, when it's not fractured, can be, you know, super nice. So, and super sharp. But there's our Cody knife. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.